because I feel naked without it.
Alright,
And of course,
so
like my whole bag of stuff.
Yeah, so with just the half plate and, the clothes below. Alright, so provided you're conscious and
Hmm.
able to move, you shouldn't sink at any significant speed. Welcome.
Sorry about the delay there. I was answering questions with the family and helping out with some stuff real quick.
Nice.
No worries. We're deciding the best way to go down to the shipwreck. We have had water breathing cast on us, and there will be dancing lights to provide light for those that don't have dark vision. And I'm leaving my weapon behind because I'm the big heavy person, and I will sink if I bring it with me.
Heard.
I think that's all the major developments that have happened so far. Any other bright ideas? I don't think we could drop anchor here, right? Get a chain to pull ourselves back up if anything, if the worst happens.
Unfortunately, the anchor would be likely to get permanently stuck in the shipwreck. Also, the ship may get smashed. Also, just easy.
Yeah,
I had
a
another
bad
point.
situation all around. Yeah. Oh, fucking fuck me and my fucking fuck, and I'm gonna dive over the side of the ship, and as I hit the water, I'm going to transform. The reason it wasn't taken to my ship is because we got a short rest, and I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you dive into the water with it churning. Thankfully, there is not really much sand or silt out here. It's mainly rain. So you can see a little bit the dancing light that is following you. And you hit the water. I'm gonna say, let's just get an initiative from you.
Classic 14. I look back up as I'm sinking below the water and see everybody clustered on the side of the ship. Nobody else coming in. I make a rude gesture.
I smile and wave.
Crouch.
It's a powerful crunch.
And as you hit the water, you rather quickly begin hands begin to grasp onto your body.
Ooh.
No likey.
Who's a
in
good
a
girl?
generally unpleasant way.
Oh.
Alright, so Billy, you do get to go first.
Yeah.
The initial impact probably dropped you about 5 feet below the surface if you.
Okay.
The dancing lights, I believe, give 20 feet of light. And it
Yes,
is
I also have dark vision for 60 feet.
Yes. With churning water, I'm going to say it's probably about 30 feet that you can see.
Fuck. I hate lightly obscured vision.
So, what would you like to do? The drowned souls are beginning to, as you sort of see the water churning around you, the bubbles in the white begins to the shape of a actually skeletal sailor.
I am going to snarl, or I do not know. I'm going to bare my teeth in a snarl, but it is soundless because it is underwater, and I'm holding my breath, so I'm not actually going to snarl.
All right.
I will stab my own claws into my palm, and as the blood spreads out underwater, it sparks and catches the lightning, covering my hands all the way up into my fur, near my head, and then my eyes burn bright. And that's my bonus action, so I'm gonna go at this thing twice.
Alrighty. Just win.
And I am at disadvantage with these because I am underwater.
Yes, you don't really have any footing or anything to leverage yourself.
So that is an 11 and a 19.
No, yes.
All right, then we get max damage on that 18 lightning and slashing.
Alrighty, takes the
Big.
full of that. As you sort of what for the moment looked to be, the sort of logged body of a rotting saber, you slash out, and one of the arms to just turn back into water,
Ooh.
into sea foam. Yeah. That is your turn.
I'm going to continue. Can I continue swimming down, or is
Yes,
that
you may.
going to? Okay, then, because these are like an entity around me, so I'm just slashing outwards at these hands. Okay, yeah, I just keep swimming down. At half speed, I can swim 20 feet down, so I'm at 25 feet,
All right.
which I will track that way.
There, you do get the opportunity to attack. It's not terribly strong, so you should be able to take it. But they
Okay.
do no, it doesn't hit. Just you feel sort of a point in your armor grow quite a bit colder. The bone scratches across it, but no significant effect on you. And you are now 20 feet down. If you could just remember that for me, that would be helpful.
I have 25 on my character sheet for now
Alright.
for
So, yeah.
for the token. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see from here, not that much, just debris, couple of broken boxes. You need to make an investigation or perception check to determine much more.
Okay.
Nathan, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna take one of these lanterns off.
Mhm.
And is there any loose ropes on the deck not being used?
There's a couple.
Gonna use my captain's cutlass to, well, first tie it around the lantern handle, and then
Immediately, the ropes that is coiled on the deck leaps up and wraps around the handle.
yep,
And is holding it up next to you.
and have that kind of like animate and hold the lantern over Billy's position so the spirits stay away and have it like move with her.
Alrighty. Billy is moving down, and the lantern only gives off so much light, but she'll be protected for the first 20 or so feet.
Already.
So she won't need to get out of the water immediately to be out of the influence of the drowned. Alrighty. The various drowned souls are going to, as Billy has sunk beneath the surface, take 3 swipes, but thankfully your armor has you safe.
Fuck yes.
Is very much like just these water sodden bodies just bumping up against you. It's uncomfortable and a little creepy, but not physical. At least not yet.
My hair is all standing up on end.
Also, your head behind you is just that black water.
Yes. Mermaid vibe.
Yeah. Alrighty, Shao, do you want to do anything?
Yes. So, is she going? Is Billy heading towards this direction underneath the boat right now, or is she out on this side?
So she is in the ship deck, so she's like here-ish. Like in this vague area. This drowned soul is just representative.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Okay, I'm looking at the wrong part of the map. One second, I'm resetting because I was too high.
No, yeah, that's
Okay,
where you
so-
should just look at the boat where we are.
Yeah, I was way up north of that. we're away from the big wreck, the big dead thing.
I'll put one there next to you. We'll,
That represents all of them.
yeah.
Okay. See, so right now Shauk has what's his movement speed? He's got 45 feet of movement because it's Red Ambusher. It's the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So
Swim speed?
here. Yeah, he has a swim speed because of I think he's armor. Yeah, he's got Mariner's armor,
Okay.
which gives him a swim speed that's equal to his walking speed. But he's not jumping off yet because he's going to take advantage of his bonus attack when he attacks on his first turn. So first he's going to or not it's out the corner. 35. Yeah, I guess this isn't actually. I guess to run from the back of the boat to right beside Malthorn, where he has advantage on the drowned souls that are attacking Billy, would that be within his movement range, 45 feet? Is that correct? Okay, that is correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, sorry. This is actually so you can half the distance as far as on the actual boat goes because
Okay, so that's 20 feet.
Yeah, it's measured.
Okay, yeah. So he
the bigger.
Okay, so yeah, he bounds up beside Malthorn, and he pulls out 3 arrows. He looks down. The water's kind of right now frothing like jacuzzi water, right? Because all the spirits that are trying to attack Billy.
Yeah, it's kind of stopped. It's between frothing and not. You just kind of see, like every couple of seconds, it seems like the corpse of a drowned man has just apparated somewhere within the water and is slashing at Billy about 25 feet under the water.
Gotcha. See here.
And there are you can only see parts of 3 or 4 at any one time, but all of them are different. Almost every single time you see one, it's a different one.
God damn.
Yeah, he's gonna save his spell slot, but he's going to use. Actually, no. Does he get a spell slot back if he kills things with his Hunter's Mark on him?
So if you cast the Hunter's Mark, then you get the spell slot back if it dies.
Yeah, if it dies. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna be aggressive with it then. So he's gonna cast his spell slot, his Hunter's Mark on, I guess, the first one he can see.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna use Hunter's Mark.
That'll be the one that probably just sliced at Billy. Well, there's a few of them that did that, but you can sort of maybe clear out 1 or 2. But yeah, why don't you make your full round of attacks? And
so yeah, he's got 3 attacks because of his Dread Ambusher, and he's gonna take his shots at it, and with his longbow. He's got the Hunter's longbow boost.
AC is 12.
Yeah. And Hunter's Mark plus the Hunter's longbow boost attack bonus modifier. Okay, rolling. First attack.
Alright, yep.
Okay. Is that correct? Okay, I just rolled poorly on that. And it didn't roll the extra damage, which is annoying.
You can just take
yeah, there we go. D6. So 5 points. 5 points of damage with the first arrow. Did that kill it?
No.
Okay, second shot on that same guy.
The sodden flesh. Yeah, hits.
6 piercing with the Hunter's Mark. 10 damage total.
Right, so that does take out one of them. You see one of these sodden bodies just sort of start to sink below to the point we want to see it. But there are still several more. Some that seem to be animate and some that just seem to be tangled in the wreckage of the ship.
Yeah, and what's that? Let me look at the hunter's longbow again because it's been a while. Let's see. If you reduce such a creature to 0 hit points, you regain the spell slot used to cast her. Okay, so I regained a spell slot, but do I still get to use? Do I get to transfer the hunter's mark to another creature still?
I would say yes, but you don't get to regain another spell slot if that creature.
Yeah. It only happens once.
It says
Okay.
it regains the slot used to cast Hunter's Mark, which
Gotcha. Yeah, I get it. Okay, cool. So as long as I kill something while that
Yeah.
spell slot is in use, it recovers a slot, and then afterwards I can do it again if I use that spell slot again.
Yes.
I get it. Cool beans. Sweet. So he gets the spell slot back.
You get Hunter's Mark for free on the whole.
As long as you're killing stuff with it. Sweet. So he transfers that hunter's mark to another ghost that he can see, and he's gonna make his third attack with the dread ambusher.
All right.
And so this is super exciting because I've never done this before. Ooh, almost a crit. Okay, that definitely hits.
Mm-hmm.
4 piercing damage and. Oh, you know what? It's not actually adding the damage. I should be adding total damage to that too. No, it's not. Ooh, max damage. So that's actually 6 damage because the +2 for the bow.
So the arrow passes through and is only caught by glitching as you see the water almost becomes white and cloudy with the flesh of the sailor that has been soaked enough in the water that brine has replaced his blood.
Oh.
Mm. Cool, but he's still an undead entity that's trying to attack Billy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still Anna. You can see it kind of twitching and sort of, even it's in attacks, it is less making typical punching or scratching motions, but is making the motions of someone who is drowning towards Billy.
Gotcha. Okay, and then now that he's taken some shots at relative safety, he sees that the light is kind of creating a safe spot in the water, so he goes in to potentially create more of a.
It was about 20 feet down.
Yeah, so he's gonna jump into the water to potentially draw the ghosts in because it seems like they're stupid. So he's gonna jump in, whoosh, while huddling his bow, and then splash in the water.
Into the water, the effectively undead. The undead seems to turn towards you and like reaches out in your direction, but the moment its hand sort of enters the light, it immediately recedes.
Okay.
It doesn't really want to enter the light.
Yeah, but it is kind of fixated on trying to get to me, right?
I wouldn't say that it's fixated per se. You could make an intimidation check if you want to try and, or intimidation or performance to try and get it to focus on.
Pay attention to me. Okay.
Yeah. It will be difficult given that you are within the light that it does not want to get in, and Billy is right there.
Yeah. But that's okay. He's still gonna try to do it because he doesn't. He's trying to protect his ally.
Absolutely.
He's like, he starts making like a splashing furious in the water, holding his bow up.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep his bow from getting too salty wet. He's just making a big display of like force, like a gorilla just tearing up the jungle to show a territorial display. And 17.
All right. You do appear to drag a couple to your attention, but there are still a few of them that are focusing on Billy's. Billy will
Yeah, I
probably
don't think I was gonna get all of them, but it's just
Billy
helping a little bit.
maybe a couple less attacks against her.
Sweet.
One or two.
I have fulfilled my task. I'm good. Thank you.
All righty. Billy, back to you.
Hello.
You're 25 feet down, a couple boxes, but there's still more below, deeper.
Yep. Is it an action to do that perception check?
If you want to specifically look for anything, then yes. But you can just down there and start cracking open random boxes if you want.
I mean, I want to look at all this shit. So
You can. You absolutely can.
All right. Well, I have been harmed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bonus action to shift and grow big air
Mm-hmm.
I will gain 10 temp HP,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go again on the attack. I'm gonna mix up. I'm gonna do 2 bite attacks this time.
All right.
Oh,
So,
does Shauk know Billy does Billy have a swim speed? Does Shauk know if she has one?
I do not.
Okay.
you would know by the speed at which she is swimming in the water that she is not, she is a depth swimmer.
That's gonna be
Oh yeah.
20 damage on the
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, as you bite out, the first one just splashes through a piece of it as like a broken arm, probably broken by the cracking of the shit. Your teeth just pass through it, at some white flesh, and then the next one crunches one of the bones of its other arms. So yeah, definitely there's a significant portion of damage to it.
Okay. I'm going to immediately use my reaction to Blood Curse of the Fallen Puppet, the one that I just killed.
All right.
That is my second Blood Curse. It immediately makes an attack, so whatever its highest damage attack is, please make that one
It only
against
has
one
one.
of its. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it swings out and towards one of the sodden corpses, it slaps out, and that's one of them pretty bad.
Fuck yeah.
That's
I will.
max damage.
I will snarl again. This time a few bubbles escape, but I catch myself.
Yeah.
And I'll. Is there a box within reach?
Not within reach, but maybe about 10 feet down.
Mm, I'll take the opportunity attack again and swim for the first box.
All right, so swim for the first box. It's maybe about 1.5 feet on each side.
Okay.
You
Can I
take
crack
swing.
it as a object interaction? Just
Yeah,
snap the
sure.
lid
Do
off
you
it?
do you have like a lever of any kind, or are you just trying to smash the box?
I have advantage on athletics checks. I'm going to
All
rip
right.
the lid off of it with my
You just
claws.
make an athletics check to see whether you can manage this.
A 27.
Damn.
Yeah, your claws are,
Nice.
and though you do feel them straining, like that bit where you're picking something with your fingernail and it feels
Mhm.
like it's prying it off just a little bit too hard, but you do manage to pop off the lid of this box. And why don't you just roll me high or low?
Always high, baby. Oh.
Unfortunately, as you open this box, it appears to be just some rotten food.
Undead chicken.
Not
I'm half tempted
not
to take a
chicken,
bite out of it anyway.
yeah,
That'll be
there's
me.
some rotten food, like some fruit that looked like it was probably pretty exotic and tasty at one point, but is now rotten and is being eaten at by several tiny fish.
Okay. Did I proc an opportunity attack by swimming away?
You did, but they rolled a natural one. They ineffectually grasped at your ankle.
Good stuff. I still have 10 feet of movement to swim. I'll just
Yeah.
swim towards the next box. You said it was about 30 feet down. Am I about the level of the wreck?
That's the sort of the first section of the wreck.
Got it.
Of it, but yeah, there's probably maybe one other box at your level.
Okay. Well, then I'll cover the distance between me and that box, staying at 35 feet
You can
down.
do that.
And I'll start my turn next to it then.
So,
Cool. Me.
good. Malthon, do you have any?
Uh,
You could take hang out there.
I'm going to with the lantern and all
shoot
that.
to the water.
Yeah, I'm going to. Damn it, woman! Give me a moment.
Stop shining the lantern!
Now that I'm doing it, I can do both. You fucking knave. I'm gonna fucking bonus action Zephyr Strike and take shots at the drowned souls that are there, beating everyone.
All right, they're below the surface, but you can absolutely try.
We'll do so. Just going with base water rules for now, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can just shoot.
Yeah, I'd be at half distance. So.
I'm assuming it is,
Right.
What weapon are you using?
Longbow. Plus one
Easy.
magic.
Yeah, these things are not hard to hit
Excellent.
as the arrow pierces into its sodden body. Yeah, that one goes limp.
Excellent. And line up and shot with the next one. Rinse, repeat.
Is any of these ones dying? The one that had my mark on it.
Roll high alert.
Just
no,
Malthorn
sorry.
standing on the side of the deck, firing into the water at anything that's not his
Well,
allies.
yeah, so that definitely
Uh,
hits.
oh, sorry, I forgot to say that was high, so it would not have been
Yeah,
one that we
no,
marked.
unfortunately. But yeah, that hits and hurts and kill one, but definitely sinks an arrow into its sword.
Alrighty, that is me. As I just keep pulling arrows, get ready to cover people.
Got it. Alrighty. Now the rolls. Because of the recent smacking of them, they only get the one swipe on you there, Billy. Which
Sucks to suck. I'm almost as tough as a regular person with a shield.
Mm.
back to Shaug.
Okay. Shaug is still at the surface of water. He just jumped into the water where your light was. He looks over to Malthar and yells, "I'm gonna go help her look for the thing look for the item because I have swim speed. Cover me, okay?"
You got it. Just
He
make
flings
sure
his
you
bow
get back
over.
here alive, fucker.
And he slings his bow over. Actually, is that way object interaction I throw? Yeah, he stows the bow on his back, hating that it's getting soaked in salt water.
Chuck it back onto the boat.
Well, that would be an object interaction because of how far away it is. So he's gonna deal with it.
Alright. As long
so
as you
yeah,
don't
he,
know it for more than a couple minutes.
yeah. He here I think I have an ability, adrenaline rush. Yes, he does adrenaline rush to take the dash action as a bonus action, so he can move 90 feet on his turn.
You just fucking plummet.
He's like, and his movement speed is his swim speed, so he's just like whoosh, like a dolphin in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, you just sort of like turn upside down and kick like crazy.
Yeah, he just blows past Billy to the next box.
You grab your cloak and just kind of flap it behind you.
Yeah, he becomes a manta ray in the water.
Yeah, like a giant fucking fin.
And he blows like right past Billy, right. She probably feels him just like brush past, just whoosh, this shadow, green and black and gray hair.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Was that a dash or was that what was that?
That was dash. That was movement plus dash. He still has his action, so his action is to get to the next box.
So yeah, looking around,
Open it up.
there are probably about 3 boxes around you.
And he has a crowbar. He has a crowbar, so he is going to pry it open.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to
Smack.
And roll high or low.
So roll always high.
Mhm.
Take a playbook from my friend. I rolled poorly.
You pry it open. It looks to be several ingots of metal. By the way it's it looks like it's probably iron or steel.
Is a what? Sorry.
Several ingots of metal. By rusted, it looks like probably iron or steel.
Okay. Probably a value with it was recovered properly, but yeah, not worth trying to drag out right now.
Yeah. No, it's too heavy to bother with. Really.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, he starts see how far. So how far did he go? He travel to get down to that box? Would he have enough movement to move to the next box and wait for it?
And so I'd say you can get to you can get to another box for the start of your next turn.
Cool. Yeah, that's what he does. He'd reach in there and see it's not there. Lift his head up and loop and see the next closest box and rush and swim over to that and then be ready for the next thing.
Alrighty. I will say your thrashing to start with, and then your immediate, quite significant movement has definitely attracted the attention of not only the drowned, but one of the sharks that was feasting upon the dead Leviathan.
Let's go.
So we'll check on an initiative for that guy. All right, that is your turn, Billy.
Alrighty. I'm right next to a box. I rip it open.
Absolutely. Make your athletics check.
24.
Yeah, for sure. Roll high or low.
Always high. Fuck. I mean, 10's 2 digits. That's like a high number. All the high numbers are 2 digits.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know?
You crack it open. It looks like. I mean, there's some rope, and it's like a cage, like a small bird cage. And as you sort of dig through it, you pull on the cage, and you realize there's the picked clean skeleton of like a parrot still in the
Oh
cage.
man.
Ooh,
Oof.
shame. I would have eaten it. Alright. I kick the box away, and as I'm gonna swim down towards the next one, I will bite and claw twice.
Very soggy crackers float out of the box.
Fuck. 10, 11, 13 to hit.
Only the last one hits.
Hey.
And sort of swiping
One.
through. And even though you feel like your attack should be getting purchased, most of them are passing through this what looks like a solid core, like they were water. And then the other one finally catches one of this thing's ribs, and you manage to essentially break off and shatter a small piece of this thing's spine.
How far is the next box from me down?
Probably about
Probably what?
15? 15 down?
15 down. Okay, I can make that. I am now 50 feet underwater.
Got it.
I can see Shaq Chell down there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
One of the
Alright.
boxes already opened. He's on the next one already. Right.
Yeah, and also you can see a shark of considerable size heading for Shao, as he has been, making himself quite known. But that is your turn, I believe, yes?
Yeesh. Sorry, should have said something.
Maltan.
Alright, so that shark's 90 feet down, I assume.
So you can't see, in fact, anything apart from a couple of corpses floating in the water.
Going to hate myself. I'm gonna do another Zephyr strike. And finally,
Tap one.
finally plunk into the water.
Alright.
Start making my way down.
Alright. How deep can you, and how deep do you want to?
Let's see. My normal speed's 25, that'd be 55. At half, I could probably at most get 25.
I will note that you can animate another rope to come with you if you want.
I think I will. I'll animate another rope that will tie itself off and have that come with me as I just start chugging the full movement down to the 25-foot mark below the water.
Good check. 25 feet down. Got it. That's your turn?
Yeah, those are all my actions.
Cool. The drowned souls. We're going to get a couple attacks against everybody. So let's go. 2 for Malthan, both miss. 2 for Billy, both miss. And 2 for Xiaoqiao, both miss. However, we do have a hunter shark coming for Xiaoqiao.
I fucking knew it was a hunter shark. God damn it.
Yeah. Now, thankfully, you healed enough from your short rest that you are not. I believe you're fully healed. Yes. Is that correct?
Oh, he's
You're
here!
muted.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
muted. But yes, I fully healed during
Okay,
short
cool.
rest.
So, in which case, that's a 12 to hit, which I believe misses,
Misses as well.
as it sort of just grabs a chunk of your cloak. Your call. You are on the deck of the ship. You've sent some dancing lights down to help the others see, and you've also cast water breathing on them.
Very good.
Alrighty. That was the sharks. Now it's sharks.
What's that until drunk? I bought food. Sorry about that. So everything's swiping at him. He's like, oh, fuck this. He's still gonna crack the box open. So do I need to roll again for higher roll?
Yeah.
Higher low?
You also need to make an athletics check to crack open the box. You have
Not
advantage.
enough. I do. I think I do. Maybe powerful build.
Crowbar.
That's carrying. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, crowbar. Forgot. Sorry.
Unfortunately,
No, that's not
with
enough.
You're,
Yeah.
it's not that you don't have the strengths, it's that you're having trouble putting your feet on something solid enough to crack it open. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Also, I'm getting attacked by things, and I see a big shark coming towards me.
like the shark is harassing you to the point where you can't stand in the same place long enough to open.
Yeah. He's trying, but it's obvious he's struggling right now.
All right. Your core. You've just been running on autopilot. You've finally come to your senses. You have a little bit more autonomy now.
Whoa! I see they are 90 feet down. Can I see that far into the water?
No, you cannot. You can only see about 30 feet down.
Okay, so I don't know any of that.
You basically just had your lights go
Huh.
deep into the water.
Well, I'm not sure I
And you can
know
see
anything
like
was wrong.
glows deep in the ocean, but you can't necessarily pick out specific shapes.
Well,
You
then
can a couple of corpses that are floating at various levels in the water that are presumably drowned souls or
Right.
just corpses.
My corpse in
Yummy.
particular.
Yummy.
I don't think I can
You
do
can
anything.
see Malthan at the edge of your vision.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm content to just keep watching.
Alright. Do you want to hold anything?
Yeah, I'll hold a cantrip, a chill touch for if I see an enemy.
Got it. I gotta make sure the shit is burned. I'll be back in a second.
Wibble, wibble.
DM's gone. I find the MacGuffin.
Oh my
And
god,
5 pounds of magical items.
that's crazy.
And Malthorn dies. Hooray!
And then I come back as a soul and eat your ass.
Oh no.
I mean, at least you got in the water after 2 turns.
Yeah. I'll let the heavily armored ones go first.
Foolish.
I mean, Shaug is
Here
not
with
heavily
us.
armored, but he did take 3 good shots with his longbow, so
You got more AC than 14?
1 point more.
Alright. You're more heavily armored.
That's not heavily armored though. He's wearing light
Babies.
armor.
Is the business.
If he pulls out his shield, then he's got 17 AC.
See?
But that's
See?
about
There
it.
you go.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he pulled out his shield to help cover Yoko's back when we're getting overrun by shit. He ain't no bitch.
Back, baby.
Welcome back.
E.
Alright. So, Abdullah.
Hello. I once again am starting my turn next to a box. I
Yes.
grab it. I rip it open. I have a 20 to rip it open.
Definitely rip it open.
All right. We always go high. It's another low number.
The
You're
dice.
Third one
finding
in a row.
supplies like food and maybe like some mundane weapons and rusted armor that's far worse than you would consider wearing beyond the point of repair with
Yeah.
the barnacles that have encrusted at this point.
Yep. Same thing. Snap Claw, 11, 11, 25.
Miss
I'm
hit.
only allowed to hit once on a turn. That'll be 15 damage, and I always forget I can re-roll to see if I get more. I did not, so 15 damage.
All right, so yeah, you're slashing about, and you do manage to chunk several just sort of strands of dangling intestine from one of the corpses.
Okay. How far is the next box down?
Maybe about another 10 feet.
10 feet. I swim to it. That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Nothing. Probably
Uh,
a box about 15 feet down.
alrighty. And I got drowned ones around me, right?
Yes.
Alright. Gonna have to deal with that first. Pulling the cutlass.
Just a note, the drowned souls seem to be practically innumerable. You like killing them, destroying them in the moment will probably help you for the next couple of turns, but in the long term, they're just going to keep coming.
True. I guess I'll try and take a mark at the shark. First one.
Right. It's a bit far for you to see, unfortunately. You can only see about 30 feet in the dark and murky water.
Alright. Well then, yeah, I'll stick with slashing at the drowned ones first.
Alright,
Make my way down.
got it. Make your swing.
First one with Zephyr's still in it.
Yes. Alright, yeah, you definitely cleave one of the bodies in half. And for a couple of seconds, the top half and bottom half are both still panicking and moving like a drowned person. But eventually they slow.
Hell yeah. Then we will move hard. 10 feet down as we are at normal speed. And if would I be in range of another drone if I were moving that 10? Alright. Just keep swiping and chopping my way down.
Alright.
13 hit.
Does hit. They're
Alright.
not difficult. They're floating corpses.
That's what I'd like to hear.
Yeah, definitely take a good old stab at that boy.
And that is me. So I'm working my way down slowly with my stubby legs.
Good shit. Alright. So we get some swipes on. One against Malthan. 11 hit, so it misses.
Okay.
2 against Shald. Both miss. 2 against Billy. 1 crit, 1 miss. That is where have we got? We have a 9 slashing to you, Billy. About half coherent in your wolfy form. So 4. The shark takes a nibble on Chow Chow. No, it doesn't. It's a 10. So once again, just a chunk of his cloak.
My cloak. Fuck.
You get to go. You're next to a box, I believe.
Oh, hey, I have a coat of slipperiness. What does that do?
So that makes it harder to grapple you and allows you to attempt to escape the grapple as a bonus action.
Oh.
I believe that's what it does.
I don't have that description on there. I have to look that up again or something. Okay. Anyways, athletics check to pry the lid off this box. Fuck.
Definitely not.
Oh wait, advantage.
Again?
14?
No.
No, fuck. Yeah,
One.
this being harrowed by a bunch of creatures, or by a big ass shark and a bunch of dead guys, is really fucking with Shaug's vibe.
Yeah.
He's having a hard time with his box. which makes me think it's probably got the shit we need. He
I
does
mean,
try to like shimmy around it to try to put the box between the creatures attacking him, but it's probably an exercise in futility. Anyways, that is it for me.
point when it's a shark that can swim pretty much as much as it wants.
Yep.
Alrighty. Still holding?
Yeah.
Alright. Billy.
Hello.
Hello.
Box. I'm next
Yeah.
to it. I would like to open it. I would like to find something good inside it on a high roll. Hell yeah! There we go. Got there.
Ding, ding, ding.
Not only did you roll high, you rolled high enough on what you were looking for as you
Sorry.
pry open, and this strange, what looks like what would happen if you were to just sort of flick lines of paint across the surface of a ball and then pry it off, but it seems to be platinum, and then there are several sort of almost seemingly random spines of platinum that point into the center to form this weird semi-orb. That does match the description of what Leader wanted you to get.
Excellent.
It's maybe about a foot across.
Okay. Would you? How much of the lid do I open? Is it just one like piece of wood, like one 2x4 that I pull off, or do I crack the whole lid?
Hold it.
Okay. Darn.
No.
I'm. My idea was I was going to try and use one of my attacks to make an improvised weapon attack and throw this thing up because it's in a wood box. But I'm worried about the thing flying out if the lid is off. Can I like jam it back on a little bit?
I'm gonna say probably not. The wood is pretty sodden, and you opened it, you kind of broke it a little bit.
Yeah. Well.
Like it would take longer than a turn. Like you could
Okay.
do it, but you would need to grab like some nails and a hammer and hammer
Right.
it.
This would be a whole thing, and I'm not thinking about all that. Maltharn is within sight of me. He's 35 feet, and I'm at 60 feet, so I can see him.
Mhm.
I'm going to yell underwater and try and throw it to him instead of all the way up to the surface.
All right.
So
Well, first things
we'll
first,
see it, try and catch
you let
it.
out a bunch of bubbles. Thankfully, you have water breathing on, so when the water fills your lungs and you begin panicking, you don't also begin drowning.
Wolf Billy definitely forgot that she had water
And
breathing.
you're gonna throw the lattice up.
Yes.
All right, one athletics check to see how far you can hook that thing.
Ooh, athletics. I love that. 19.
All right, I'm gonna say you get it at about 10 feet up. It will start
10
sinking.
feet? Oh, what the
You're in the water.
Which is fair.
Trying to throw it.
But it's a lattice. It's like skinnier than a wiffle ball. It has like no resistance.
It's
I mean, okay. Well, now I'll use the rest of my turn to go and get it, and then swim up 20 feet then.
all right. Yeah.
Cause that. All right.
It's.
I'll use my other attacks at disadvantage.
Yeah. It's. All right.
I'm gonna re-roll the first one.
Okay.
For 1 more damage. So 16 and 11 for 27.
All right. You definitely cleave a couple of the drowned souls as you're passing by, enough to the point where they don't swing at you as you leave. You are 20 feet from the safe, or relatively safe waters with the light over them. Alrighty. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Nothing. See, Billy is coming up, but there's also some more crates, and there might be valuable shit. I think there almost definitely is.
Gotta go down to Billy. And I assume you're reaching out with the lattice.
I mean, I've got the thing ahead of me, like one arm all the way up, pointed basically straight up, and I'm swimming with my other arm and my legs. So if you're above me, it's the closest point to you is the thing.
All right, I'm gonna swim on down 5 feet, get that lattice in hand, and looking at you, Billy, thumbs up, and bonus action. Like look at you, point up, like, and then shrug. You want to come up?
I point at you and nod. I thumb back at me and I shake my head.
Quick nod. See the rope that I have with myself. Bonus action, animate it to have it start pulling me up out of the water.
I'm gonna say with your remaining movement and the animation of the rope, you can be pulled out of the water, or at least up to the surface.
All right, lattice to the surface. Lantern keeping the water safe. Yorka, I've got it. Billy brought it up.
Oh, cool.
Take it.
Yeah, surface with the, about foot across semi-sphere of various, what almost looks like lashes of platinum that are, solid and frozen.
How's it going down there?
It's chaos, but they're not scratching us up too bad yet. We're going down for more. I'm gonna try and keep meeting Billy halfway.
Sure.
Alrighty.
All of a sudden, a black cloud floats out from the underneath the ocean because Shog's getting eaten alive.
Oh, no.
We forgot about Shog.
2, 1, 2. Alright. Billy, you're okay. Shock, on the other hand,
Oh no. Speaking of the devil.
you get 4 slashing, 8 slashing.
Sorry.
Then
Thank you.
Shock bites you for 13.
13 total?
Yes, so 13 and then 4 and 8, so 25
Oof.
from the
Whoa.
ground. Shock.
So 25 total.
Yes.
Ouch.
All right. So you have your turn and you have a box there.
Shao does not know the orb has been out.
It's 15. Just to be transparent, it's DC 15 to crack him up in athletics.
Yeah, Shao doesn't know that the orb has been found. He just knows that he wants to get this box open so he can get the fuck out of here because this is bad. So, advantage on the breaking the lid. Let's see if he can do it this time. Yay! He
Yeah.
breaks the fucker.
I'm not saying you
Or-
don't need to roll. You get something.
Okay. What does he get when he breaks this lid off? He's basically, after he gets chewed up by that, he's super pissed and he just holds. He's like, oh!
All right. Roll me, let's say, a d4. All right. Looking in, you find a box that is like a small box that looks like it had a padlock on it, but the padlock is rusted open. And you quickly crack it open, and you find 3 unrusted, sort of almost like greenish steel-looking bars. And when you pick them up, they feel incredibly light for what metal should feel of that size.
Okay. He grabs them all and he grabs them all. He's got them in hand with the crowbar. He just starts swimming. And I was incorrect. I forgot that we had used all my adrenaline rushes during the last session. It's just been a while, and so I shouldn't have swam so fast. So apologies.
Let's just say you don't know what was said.
Yeah, I won't have any more relentless or adrenaline rushes. Anyways, what I have, I've got relentless endurance.
You good?
He's got to make a concentration check for all those hits he got, right? A concentration check.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, that's 3 constitution saves. So 1. He definitely did not make it. So he lost concentration on the 100 mark, and so he cracked the box open. That was his action. He's just gonna start moving away from everything. He's gonna swim up with a block of bars.
Because of your accidental adrenaline rush, we're just going to say that you don't have it on this turn to make up for the
Okay.
previous.
So yeah, he's basically just trying to use the crowbar to fend everything off, and he's got the bars in his hand.
Got it. Yoko, you see not down there with the lattice.
Okay, I'll take it from him so he can go back down unencumbered.
All right, you got it is a beautiful piece of craftsmanship.
Is it heavy?
No, very.
Hmm.
Just a couple pounds. It's like about maybe a foot, slightly larger across, and it's like if someone were to take like a fully spherical balloon or like a basketball or something, and then like flick lines of platinum paint around it, and then remove the ball from the center, and then
Yeah.
there are a few spines that point directly into the center that seem to be in preparation to hold something there.
Hmm.
But the object is not there right now.
Okay, I'm going to run off and go find Alendril and give it to him.
He would be below deck, so you
Yep.
can. I'll let you know what happens at this turn. Alrighty, Billy.
Hello. I'm swimming back down.
Mhm.
I will get my 20 feet down. And they're still drowned everywhere, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will go at them. 14, 27,
Yes.
13.
Yes.
Alrighty. Boom, boom, bap. And I'm gonna re-roll the bite damage to the first one.
Alrighty. It's definitely a very unpleasant taste.
Yeah. Thankfully the salt water helps a little bit clear the palate, but it is not good by any
It's
stretch.
not
The
like it
total.
taste per se. It's more. It's just like the texture of very soggy old meat with not much flavor other than brine.
Hate it.
Not a great time. With a little bit of fishy smell. But yeah,
Are there any crates near me as I get back down to 60 feet down?
yes, I would say there would be one at that level.
Habatapa. I open.
Simply open. Hello.
Always high. 13.
Roll me a d4.
3.
Alrighty. As you sort of crack open this box, there appear to be several small sticks in there, and as you pull them open, there is an immediate sparkle from the light of the dancing light, and you see several different colors shining back at you. Looks like gemstones.
Sick. Are they? Are they in a bag or anything in there? I
It's just
snatch it.
2 bags, each with 4.
Okay. I snatch them.
Got it.
2 bags of 4 gemstones. Cool. That's me.
Got it. Maltar.
Bonus action, get the rope to come with me again, and then dash full for that 20-foot movement.
Got it.
Back at the 20-foot mark going down. That is me.
The swords. Clearly, those pretty good attacks have cleared them out around you at this immediate moment. You've got 2 against. Ooh, what's your AC there, Shao?
15.
Alright, so that's 2 hits. That's a 6. 4 damage and a 7 for damage. So 13 damage for the drowned, and then the shark is going to bite for a. Ooh, that's 19 piercing as it's tasting your blood in the water. And
I am
it's getting
unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Merlin, you can just see Shao's shape go limp.
I also dropped the green bars because they were in my hand.
Right. We needed it second, bro.
Right now, did they attack me? It's my turn.
Yes.
Let's saving throw. Make it.
Alright, cool. You're cool. As you rush below deck, you find Alendril, who immediately lights up at the sight of the lattice. And sorry, I'm just going to take a second to get my brain in his voice space.
Alright.
Yes, thank you. This is wonderful. I really need this right now. I've been experiencing some very odd symptoms. This
Cool.
a lot, and yes, good. Thank you. Is everyone all right?
I think so. They're still down there. They're looking for other stuff, I think.
Right. Would you like some help? I can't go down myself, but I can do something for you.
Sure. I wasn't planning on going down either, though.
I can make it quite easy. I can transform you into maybe a small whale.
What?
Yes, if you like that.
Sure, that sounds fun.
Perhaps up on deck.
Okay.
Up on deck. And let me just make sure I have an appropriate. There we go. And he sort of very cautiously just gives you like a little bit of a shove over the edge, and as
okay.
you expand into the form of a killer whale.
I'm gonna eat that shark.
Hey, get in fucking line.
Sorry. This you.
Cool. I'm so cute.
Adorable.
I sure hope Belthon saw that happen and can tell the others.
To see Yoko fall in the ocean suddenly turns into a whale. Jesus Christ!
Hopefully, y'all know about killer whales. Otherwise, you might hurt it, because killer whales never attack people except in captivity. But you know, it's a fantasy.
You mean no one ever survives to report it?
Yeah, that's fitting.
They're just that smart.
Killer whales know how
Terrifying.
witnesses work.
I think they're smart enough to know not to fuck with us. So. All right. So you have a swim speed of 60 feet and a pretty short fight.
I'll go straight down.
All right. Do you want to dash?
I'll I'll just go the movement and then I'll see what I can see.
All right, you can just see they sort of caught up to Billy, and you can just see Chow Chow and a shark that is gnawing on his body.
Whoa.
Yeah, just worrying very, very vigorously, just blood everywhere, and it's really blacky and inky.
Hmm.
There is a thought that creeps into the back of your now killer whale mind that that shark looks like it probably has a pretty tasty liver.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna
Gonna be so mad.
dash into the shark.
Mad she couldn't get the small shark, but she killed the fucking mecha.
So you get to it.
Yeah.
But that is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Billy.
Hello.
The giant killer whale has just sped past you down towards the shark.
I probably tried to take a swipe at it, and then I saw that it is beelining for the shark and not Shag.
Yeah.
So I will. I mean, I swim down 20 feet. Are there any boxes 80 feet down?
There's probably maybe one or two. You can also see, sort of maybe about 5 feet below Shag are some sort of metal bars that seem to be sinking, but slower than you would expect metal to sink.
Strange, but Shag is still outside of my reach. And
I'd say there's probably one box that you could get to if you so wished.
okay, because I can't, because that shark doesn't. It's not 10 feet up, and it's not like big enough that I could reach it from 10 feet away, right?
I would say yeah, because it's like 10 feet long. So yeah.
Okay. Well,
Maybe.
I'll try and rip a box open real fast with a 16 and a high roll of a 15.
Very nice. Yeah, you pull open a box and roll me a d4.
1.
Righty. Looks to be 3 bars of sort of bluish metal that when you pick them up, they seem to be perhaps even a little heavier than normal metal.
Strange. I grasp these in my hands and
Sure.
I use them like not like brass knuckles, but I let them add weight to my hands as I close my fist and I punch this shark.
All right, got it.
So bludgeoning instead of slashing, but that is that to hit 19, 14,
Oh, yeah.
15.
Fuck him up.
Oh yeah. Boom, bam, bap, and I'll re-roll that first one,
If you would be,
which was the same. And I will,
Yeah.
I got you right now. 13 plus 16 plus 12 is 41.
that is most
Bludgeoning and
certainly
lightning.
enough to make the shark reconsider its life choices.
Yeah.
Left with only single-digit hit points.
I bare my teeth and grab I smash whatever pieces of shark I grabbed into my mouth.
You basically invert its nose.
Jeez.
Awesome.
Oh.
If I'm pulling focus. Maybe the whale
Yeah.
can grab Shag. That'll be me.
Got it. Mouth on.
Meanwhile, the whale comes by, grabs me and the shark, and is like, "I did a good thing."
Yeah.
In that Mario Kart Double Dash, get down to 40 feet. That is me.
Got it. Drowned soul. Gonna take some swanging. Because you're a whale, it doesn't recognize you as a person to drown. So it's not going to go for you, Yoko. But it is going to.
It's a
For-
species list.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's a water thing. I can't drown.
You could drown the whale. It'd just be really hard.
Yeah, it'd take a very, very long time.
Just hold a whole ass whale down. See how well that goes.
For what, like 8 hours or something, right?
But yeah, so the drowned soul is going to go for Malthon and for Billy, because Shaug is pouring down, and will presumably drown without assistance.
Yeah, well, working on it.
Yep. All right, so that is 1-2 on Billy. 21 is, I believe, a hit.
21 just beats me. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only one that hits, so that's 5 slashing.
Okay. Cuts into my temp HP. And I
And
gain a charge of blood rune.
1, 2, that's 13 eyes, which I believe misses you, Malthon, yes?
Just barely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
the
cool.
beard.
And that brings us to the shark.
Oh, hey, DM. I
Yeah.
forgot to. We forgot about the mariner's armor. While wearing the armor, you have a swimming speed. When you hit 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface. So on my that previous turn when I rolled that save,
So you're
I
30
should've
feet
really-
up.
I should be 30. I should be close to the surface.
Yeah, you're only 30 feet down.
Mhm.
Thank you. Just wanted to point that out.
Go on
And,
them puffer
Yep,
vests.
the shark is, I'm going to say, immediately going to swim away because it has 4 hit points. So I'm going to say, Billy, just for the sake of it, feel free to make an opportunity attack.
Ngang. Ngang.
Uh,
13?
You ngung this shark.
Ngang, 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 ngang.
Have you seen that video where a shark bites another shark's tail off and the other shark?
Yes.
That happens.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh,
As it sort of thrashes around, and then several small fish begin to come and feast on it.
No, no, no.
I grab one of those fish and eat it too.
Hungry cow.
But yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna say that's probably good. I think you guys have sorted this. And you have, I believe, cracked open any boxes that were there. So you have. I'll trust that Billy can grab the other 3 bars while she's down there.
I'm gonna
Sure.
And
try and rescue Shaug.
yeah, you can pull Xiao up.
I'm gonna try and stabilize him as well. Is he?
Yeah, absolutely. Make your check before. Oh, sorry, no, it's his turn. He gets.
Yeah,
to
I was
roll
gonna
one more
say this is the moment of truth.
straight up to the surface.
Bobs up.
Yeah, he quickly
His mouth breaks
bobs
the
up.
water. He does not breathe.
Yeah, he's not coughing or sputtering. He's just like he's breathing
Yeah.
normally. Just the water just runs out very
So
quietly.
One more death save.
Okay. Nope, that's a failure.
Somehow 2 crit fails.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 fail, 1 success. So yeah, nothing you can pop up.
Pop up.
Yoko, you're killed whale. Do what you want to do.
I'm gonna eat what's left of the shark.
Very
Shot
very.
liver time.
You feel quite free of responsibility and stress while they're killer whale. You have just enough intelligence to have fun, no more. Alrighty. Billy?
Yeah, I would. I'm probably still attacking most of any drowned that are still around me. But if there are no more crates, I will grab those bars. I have to. You said I have to. They were falling from Shake Shell, so I have to swim down 10 feet.
Yeah.
Or no, if he went up. Well, no, he dropped them when he got.
Yeah, I let
So
go.
I would go down
I
10
would-
feet and
yeah,
I go
we're
back
good.
up 10 feet, and I'm still at 80 feet on this round, and I'm a flurry of attacks around me. But just yeah, that'll be me.
Alright. Cool. Jump the one there. But still. Prabhu. Martin. Do you want to try and make sure our boy doesn't die?
Yeah, the bonus action reel to the surface and then try to stabilize our boy. Fucking wrap a fucking half-ass bandage super briny around him.
Hey, at least the salt will, I don't know, stop it from getting infected, maybe.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, I know. I'm being a little bit facetious.
It
I'm
does
gonna
help.
say- I'm going to say with that, just for funsies, because it doesn't really matter that much. You do restore a hit point to it.
Wrap it tight and kind of like pat him on the face, like, Shout,
Yeah.
Shout, grab the rope, come on, we're getting you out of the water.
And you kind of like Spider-Man up holding him.
Yeah, just holding him tight, like rescue fucking Chopper.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate sharks. He spits up some black blood.
Still breathing? Good.
Yeah. Very much labored. I think it broke one of my ribs. And it's in my lung.
Yeah.
You have a couple of shark teeth stuck in you.
You're staying up here for now. Yoko's
Yeah,
the whale that came down. Billy's still down there. So.
What? I don't know anything about no whale. I just know I got bait up. I'd shoot him by a shark.
You would be coughing up water, but you have water breathing, so you're just breathing out water and breathing.
Yeah, it's not choking him. He's just
Yeah, you're just like water pours out of your mouth. Yeah, I'm gonna say that is quite probably all sorted. So, as you return to the surface,
Oh wait, I forgot about relentless endurance again. Fuck. So I wouldn't have been dead. I wouldn't have been dead. I would have been back to 1 hit point for that. Oh well, whatever. It's fine. Role playing the Mariner's armor.
Now, how does the Mariner's armor interact with that? Because they both trigger when you drop to 0, right?
I think the relentless endurance would go first, and the Mariner's armor happens afterwards. Because
It'd be funny to accidentally shoot up 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, basically you would technically you don't die and come back. You just stay at 1 hit point basically.
Yeah,
And
relentless endurance is one of those things that could even kind of beat out, I think, even finger death, because it's kind of like death ward. Or if when you drop to 0, you return to 1.
Yeah. It's the Uno card of death. It's pretty sweet.
Get 1 shot, don't fuck it up.
So, as y'all resurface, you have obviously got the lattice for Alendril, which he's quite happy about. But you also have 6 bars of metal, 3 of 2 different types, and 2 pouches, each with 4 gemstones in them. Does anyone want to attempt to see what those are?
Hey,
Chag is
Yoko,
just lying on the deck and just staring and just sleeping.
I got all this weird shit, and I pull out 2 wet bags and a bunch of slightly dented bars of metal, because I was squeezing them pretty hard.
Huh.
Or the blue ones probably aren't dented, but the green ones might be.
Blue one's left their imprint on your hand.
But yeah, you can make an intelligence check, Yoko, for each of the 3 things.
4. 1, 2, 3.
All right. So, first set, the green metal, clearly mithril. Second one, you're not super sure. It's really dense though. The other stuff, those are clearly gemstones. Someone want to roll me 8 d10s.
Jesus. I say Billy because she found him.
Yeah.
You've seen what my luck's been like tonight, right?
Yeah, that's what's gonna be really good. See?
I mean,
Alrighty.
it
It doesn't really matter what you roll on these that much. So you have a garnet, you have a chrysoberyl, you have a coral, you have in fact, you have 2 tourmaline, you have a amethyst, you have a jet, and you have a jade.
Can I get a list of those, please?
All right, let me write it down. That's just the 100 GP gemstones, but yeah. So it's what is it? So
Oh, okay. So it's okay. I mean, that's fine.
but I'll write it down for you. So that is don't have any amber. You've got 1x amethyst. You have 1x rice. So they're real spelling gems is difficult. You have was it 1x coral? You have 1x garnet. You have 1 jade. You have 1 jet. And then 2x or Marlene. There you go.
Okay.
Which is
Okay, and they're each worth 100.
yes.
Cool.
All around good things.
10 is diamond. Yeah.
And
It'll be
yeah, you're not
nice
super
to
sure
sell.
what the blue metal is, but you know the green metal is mythical.
Hey, Dan the Man.
Yeah.
You ever seen this shit before? Hold up the one of the blue bars.
Dad. And Rex comes along and takes a look. Let me roll for him. Employ that.
Old storied sailor, maybe.
Anyone would know it'd be him.
I'm gonna
Go ask.
say that looks like now let me test something. And he grabs a just like a small like a small dagger, let's say, just one that doesn't look terribly valuable, looks like pretty simple. He just sort of puts it down and he takes if he reaches out, one of each, please.
Sure.
And he
Just
takes
make sure I get him back.
Yeah, of course. And he takes the blue one. Sorry, takes the green one first and whacks, and it does almost nothing to the dagger. And he takes the blue one and whacks it, and the dagger shatters in half.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's some good metal.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's anabantine.
Oh.
Good stuff. Find a good smith, you can make some damn good armor and weapons out of that. Same with this mithril, although it's generally better for armor. Though, from what I hear, the elves are pretty good at making bigger weapons much lighter than they normally would be. Useful for smaller folk and folk who prefer dexterousness rather than strength in their attacks.
Sounds of that.
So, nevertheless, you'd have to find a good old smith.
Yeah, not making a suit of plate mail out of 3 bars.
Good. They're decent size, and the armor doesn't need to be very thick.
Perhaps
My eyebrows raise.
I assume these are like classic smithing ingots that are like fucking massive.
Yeah, like they're pretty big. Like they're
Okay.
like maybe just a little bit shorter than a foot long and several inches thick.
Yeah, those are
I
fucking
I,
hardy.
I have a request, considering I just got eaten by a shark almost, and I have almost died another time helping you all. I would like the adamantine to request to commission like a breastplate to have a better chance of surviving, since I tend to get into the fray to help back you up, if
You
that's
could
okay.
probably make a breastplate out of two and keep
Yeah.
one for something else.
If that's okay. I mean, if you want to use it for something else, I understand. But I feel like I put my life in peril a lot, and I would like a better suit. I would like a better form of armor that supports my movement.
For sure.
Why don't that don't sound bad to me at all.
Hmm.
I hear also that even a little bit of adamantine can be useful in a fight. What if we had the bracer made in, or the last bar made into bracers for each of us? I used to hear a rumor that it stops the worst of the hits.
Potentially, I think it has to cover most of your body. Just braces probably wouldn't do much to anything that wasn't hitting your forearms.
Good guard, though. Hmm.
There's
Maybe
some
we.
fierce
I mean, I'm. Look. I'm already, and I gesture to my runic armor
Yeah.
that is steaming slightly. I go over and pick up my hammer. I'm more than happy for you guys to take it, but the mithril will be lighter, which might be better for what you're looking for. I know you're a sneaky boy, Shag.
Well, I think it's less.
Adamantine should go to a weapon, maybe a sword for you.
Well, I mean, isn't adamantine, if used properly, able to help negate like fatal hits? From what I remember hearing about that.
To, with the density of it, I think it distributes the force a little more evenly.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, because I know that if I put it into like a breastplate, that still makes it manageable for my purposes.
I was
So that
thinking that you could come up to half plate like me, and if you got mithril, then you would still, because you're our stealth, you're our scout. That would still let you stealth even in medium armor at half plate, and you'd be at 17 AC. It's up to you, whatever you prefer. I
Well, I
just don't
mean,
want you to lose your stealth because you're our only person for that. That's an OOC
well,
thing.
well, I mean,
In-character unconditional.
I carry a shield, so if I have like a breastplate and I put the shield on, if I need to have a shield, then I'll be well armored still,
Yeah,
and
you can
then
even
I
go up
can.
to 19.
Well, we I guess we can think about it when we get to a place that actually can use the metal. So
Alright.
we'll consider it then.
I'd
But yeah,
rather the
I think-
adamantine go to a weapon, I think, right?
okay.
Adamantine weapons would make you good at smashing objects and
It gets by specific resistance.
construct.
Yeah, it's like good. It's like the ultra version of silvered.
Okay.
Yeah,
That works.
Like there are certain monsters that it's like immune to like constructs,
Yeah.
adamantine weapons. Not magical, not adamantine.
yeah.
So it's either an extra powerful weapon or a piece of armor that helps negate really bad damage
It can
for
be
the
something
adamantine.
worked
Okay.
out along the way.
Yeah, well,
like-
we can think about it.
Have a bit of
But yeah,
time.
I am down for anything. I know that I would definitely like something that protects you a little better, so I can help support you better at front lines, since I tend to be there most often.
That's why I'm saying take all 3 mithril bars,
Okay.
because that
I'm-
would be
like I
'cause
said,
that would be able
yeah.
to make a half plate.
Yeah, we could definitely when we get to that bridge, we can cross
Yeah.
it then. I think that right now
Right.
we're flying too far ahead.
So, I believe, if I recall correctly, the plan was these guys take you to salvage it. Alendril pays them some for their services. And then they are able to drop you off pretty much anywhere that isn't the Nokran Isles, because you need a permit to go there, and if you don't have it, they will sink your ship.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
bring you to Varenmont, or to Brenscrook, or to Durantport, and then you guys will need to find your way onto a ship that is headed to Valdesh.
Transport would be the best for that.
Your drone pod's right there. You might
Yeah.
as well.
easy enough. It
I'm
takes
fine wherever. I just want to
not
go
long.
rest now.
for you.
And he goes under deck and passes out.
It takes not long for you guys to make your way to. Sorry, I gotta rotate the arrow. I want to rotate the arrow. I don't like it being in front of me. Being picky. Sorry, I'm being.
No,
there we
you
go.
good, man.
Oh, to rotate it, you take the little.
I know.
little-
I just had to find it behind the fucking.
Yeah, it's
dots.
behind the dots. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
All right, so you guys make your way to Drandport, and though it is the early morning, you find that there are a fair few people about. Let me change the music to something that's a little nicer. Here we go. This one, not spooky shit. As you sort of leave the dreaded waters around the Nocturne Isles and come into the lovely, very, very contrasting with the dark haunted water. This not semi-tropical, actually tropical bay. Where you can see there are, various seabirds and jungle birds that sort of flock and land on your ship and curiously look around as you approach. And as the morning has come, you see there are, as you dock and come in, there are several sort of like maybe a gaggle of maybe about 10, 15 halflings that come up and immediately hand you just like chocolates and sweets and that.
Oh.
And the ones, welcome to Drandport. We're happy to have you as guests. Please enjoy your stay. And then they all sort of disperse quite quickly.
Can I take a quick moment and hang back with the ship just before we get off?
Absolutely. Do you want to whisper or anything? Or?
No, this I'm fine with the party knowing that this would be something that like Billy would just wait as because they're gonna go do their own thing as soon as they drop us off, right? We have no contact. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna pull out not one of the gemstones that I had that I just got, but I have 3 gemstones that are worth between 10 and 15 GP each: a Azurite, Hematite, and Tiger Eye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pass those to Rex, and I'm gonna say, "It's a pleasure sailing with you. This is to ask you to not talk about what you saw."
I mean, it's gonna be hard. You look pretty fucking badass right there.
I'll nod my head all the same.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll not mention any details or specifics or anything such like.
Any good treasure hunt story has ambiguity.
Of course, I'll keep it just unbelievable enough.
Perfect. Pleasure, Captain. Dan.
Look forward to sailing with you again someday. Gosh, my wife's gonna like this one.
I'll give a chuckle and shake my head and walk off. Catch up with everybody else.
And they rather quickly begin heading off and head south. But yeah, as you guys return to port,
It's a tractor point. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kill him.
as you're doing that, you're hanging back, and the rest of you didn't notice, but as you are coming to regroup with the party, you've noticed that Alendril is like leaning heavily on one of the boxes there, and has sort of seen the party up ahead. He's looking a lot worse than he usually does, and as you sort of approach behind him, he sort of steadies himself and seems to try and hide how he seems to be feeling. Are you good? Did you have? Sorry, I thought you were up ahead.
Left something on the boat.
glad you got it.
You got it?
No, I assume you have the thing that you left, is what I'm saying.
I'm saying you look like you're gonna fall.
I'm feeling a little rough. I've been experiencing some new symptoms. Not sure what it is, but it's something I haven't been feeling before. I need a
Yeah.
anaphylaxis.
Oh,
I try and catch him.
You can catch him, but he's like unconscious.
Guys!
Unconscious
Hold
and
up.
What?
what happened?
I mean, did we have
Boss fell over.
when
Oh,
we were
He
traveling
fainted.
by water? How long we were on the boat after the ordeal?
maybe like half a day.
Okay, so enough for a short rest.
I will reach down and as best as I can, I'll make a medicine check. I'm not great at it, but I
Yeah,
like put
absolutely.
my hand on his forehead. I check his pulse.
He's there. His pulse is a little weak. There's no wounds on him or anything. He appears to be sick, with some kind of disease, but it's not something you've personally encountered before. But he definitely needs bed rest, and
Yeah.
and you need to take him somewhere where he can rest and can be properly attended to.
Okay. I as everybody comes running back, I'll scoop him up, bridal carry, and I'll go. Where's the closest place with nice beds?
Sort of a cheery-looking halfling that's just got one of them classic angler fishing hats, and is just sitting there. Ooh, that boy looks not doing so good. Yes, just over that way, and points over at a sort of a ramshackle-looking building, sort of built into the seaside cliffs, and you're able to find room and board there.
Okay. Yeah. I basically walk in, almost walk straight up to the counter, reconsider, put Alendril in like a booth or chair, go and get the room, and then take him there. Like I don't even get my room yet. I get his room alone and just take him there first.
Alrighty, yeah, easy enough to do.
Vinka didn't come with us, right?
I believe he did actually.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
trying to
and
find him.
Yeah, he's probably gone off and to do his own. Will in short order and join you guys. You probably catch him first, then Malthine. You look troubled.
Yeah, Styx has collapsed. We need your help. Not looking good.
That is bad news. Right, and he will quickly follow you.
I'll guide him immediately to the inn.
Yeah, alrighty. And you guys can gather around a bed in which Alendril has been placed upon. And Vrinker sort of approaches his side and begins sort of checking him over. Not good. Not good at all. He said he was feeling well, but I didn't expect it to be this.
I've been lying about his medicine.
He doesn't want to worry us, but seems a little that. He just, and he sort of takes out a mortar and pestle and very quickly sets up just a very rudimentary alchemy kit and mixes up a couple of things and sort of begins, sort of lifts up his chin and pours a little bit of liquid down his throat, and slight colour begins to return to his face, but he's still sort of pale and sweating. Not good.
I need to get medicine or anything, something stronger.
I mean, yeah, a regular healing potion isn't gonna cut it. You're
We
the
need-
only person that knows anything about his processes.
This is very odd. This is a disease that usually only affects Dragonborn. This is not. And he's just sort of looking over him, and then like stops, and his eyes go wide as he sort of pulls up Alendril's pant leg and points at a spot on his thigh, sort of at the back of his thigh, and you see what looks to be a puncture mark, a very small puncture.
Something bitten him?
Worse.
Yeah,
Either
the suspense is killing us, but tell us.
Mm.
I'm sorry. It's a dart of some kind, a poison, I believe, but a disease type poison. I'm ashamed to say, but I think I am to blame for this.
Oh.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
People not very happy with you helping the young lad.
I believe it is a threat towards me, and a sign that they are aware of his talents and may wish to misuse them. I have little doubt this is the only cure. It's dragon's blood, which we need to go to the Isles for.
Oh, fucking grand.
So they have set up a trap for us. We have little choice but to walk into it, but at least we know it is a trap. I offer you the choice. I should come with you. You will attract a lot of attention being non-Dragonborn, but I will attract less from the common folk, but from those in my old order, I may enlarge it on your backs. Sorry, I'm not getting his voice right, just ignore it.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Well, honestly, I would rather have you there. Maybe bringing pressure on us, but enough.
I could possibly create a distraction if I were to show my face somewhere where I know it would be noticed. Perhaps it would leave you some time to find a place, find the dragon's blood. There are only a few ways you might do so. It would be difficult, but you would need to either find a dragon that would trade it for doubtless a great deal of valuables, or you may be able to steal it from one of the churches, or potentially, though it is risky involving yourself, get some from some black market dealer.
Well,
I hope I don't need to clarify, but the last option, the dealer, that kind of environment is already rife with folk of my old order. So it may be faster, it may draw less attention from the common folk and the larger government, but if you're not careful, you will find yourself right in front of the Order.
Well then, I guess that depends on how comfy we feel on getting it. Less distractions, but if it's gonna bring that much noise, I'd assume that the rest of them would come looking for us knowing you're there.
Potentially, but, and I mean no offense, you are of incidental value to them.
I'm pretty used to that being a farmer originally.
They, I don't believe they know your nature, Miss Billy. You should keep it that way. Else they may have greater interest.
Oh boy.
Well, let's deal with getting them this huge sum of money first.
Hmm.
Let's talk numbers.
Yeah, how much are we kind of aiming here?
Confident you feel at parlaying with a dragon.
Oh!
I don't want to do that.
I was gonna say.
Can I not and say I did? Is this an option?
There are,
Yoko's the pretty one.
Oh.
if you wish to save Alendril's life, then to do a few things. I will need some assistance in mixing some temporary treatments.
Does Alendril have any like venoms that are very effective at dispatching dragons that we could potentially use to cut our weapons? Because that would be nice.
He hasn't been one for combat applications about me.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Necromancer? Do you have any weapons that would be good for dispatching dragons? Since you are dragonborn and have experience with dragons.
Weapons, no, but could think of something.
Anything to help Alendril would be nice.
I would caution you against dispatching a dragon that would bring the full force of knocker down on your head.
Talk about the
Yeah, no,
grabbing
I
attention.
Yeah, it's less to dispatch and more just to drive it away. If it's worried about it dying itself, because they're more intelligent than we are, I'm pretty sure. So if we make it fear for its own life, and if it goes after us initially, make it stop by threatening its own life. Having tools to do that would be nice. I don't want to start a fight with a dragon. That shit.
Consider that, but I'll try and figure something out.
Yeah, that's. If anything, I'd like to avoid interacting with the dragon if possible.
That
But
would be
it doesn't seem
ideal.
like that's.
Your
Yes.
other two options, rather than politely asking a dragon for some of its blood, are to acquire it from one of the draconic churches. It is similar to holy water in Renur, but more valuable, of course. You would need to make your way past various priests and their protectors. Or, as I previously mentioned, you could attempt to purchase it from the black market, but doing so would be a difficult thing. Again, less attention from the general populace and the larger government, but my order is definitely personally present in such circles.
I probably know plenty of people that we could start that ball rolling with.
Well,
Is there
Wow.
anything that's you need me to do immediately?
Finance us buying blood on the black market, I guess.
We'll see what funds he has. Is that your chosen avenue?
Well, I don't exactly think we're going to be able to bribe our way to some of it, so it's going to be a heavy price tag to slap us in the face for being foreigners there.
I only vote no big dragon. I have an aversion to giant, scaly, fire-breathing things.
Or is it just the fact that you wouldn't be able to claim to yourself on the challenge?
I
don't
thought
see
we
you-
robbed the Dragon Church.
Yeah, see, there's a good idea.
We robbed that other place pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't look so disappointed.
Just as a warning. There are some rumors about Nocta that are not unfounded.
Care sharing with the class.
It is something I caution to tell you, for knowing it puts a target on your back, but the truth of the matter is the head of the church is less living than
Oh.
you or I.
Terrifying.
Weird?
I feel like talking to a dragon now.
Huh.
They will not likely be present, but they will come running. Caravan is... Oh, not a man to be messed with.
Hmm.
Well, Malthun doesn't think I can kill a dragon, so that's my vote now.
Yeah, see? I fucking knew it.
To again caution you against killing one.
Yeah, please. One, they're very powerful beings. Two, they're amazing, amazing creatures. Three, yeah, we'll be bringing down an entire civilization on our heads. I don't need that. I already have to deal with the Munira Coast and all those shitheads.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure she'll
There
maybe
is a
behave.
possibility that you may not need to kill a true dragon.
Oh,
From what I recall, there was a project to amalgamate various parts and imbue them with the blood. If it was successful, that creature may be sufficient. Otherwise, there was a dragon that was a wormling when I was there. A black dragon. That is relatively young and I hesitate to say naive, but perhaps maybe more easily fooled or bargained with than some of the elder ones.
I assume we only need, like, a fairly sized vial of this stuff.
Yes, a sickle vial should do enough.
Perhaps we can parlay with the dragon and convince it to let us save our friend, and maybe it will ask us to do a task for it in exchange for some blood. That might be the most optimal thing, right?
That's possible, but you would need to speak to it aside from any of its attendants.
Why don't look? I can throw out a couple lines, see if there's any blood easy on the market. If not, I'm no good talking to a big dragon. I don't know what dragons are into.
Money.
Eating people. Maybe I think you
Gold.
connect with them on the eating people. The
Gold
I mean,
and lots of it.
maybe I'm not that different than a dragon.
I'd agree
Anyway,
with that.
squint at Malphite. If we can't find any on the market, which I think would be the easiest way, we should. Well, I'm gonna agree with Smarty Pants. Let's go rob a church. We can be fast,
Yeah, we could be quiet.
and if they catch the slowest one of us, you know, it's not that.
I'll fucking kick you in the shin, make sure that happens.
Can you reach that high?
Don't worry, I'll aim for the big toe first, that way you have to kneel down for me.
However little love you may have for each other, if either of you are captured, all of you will be eventually.
Got it.
Hmm.
So make sure nobody dies or gets captured. If I do, Billy, I'm sorry. I'll break your heart. You'll have to fucking kill me.
Ooh, how about we make some cyanide pins?
Killing would not be enough. You would need to destroy the body beyond repair.
Oh, see, look at that. Even better.
Explosive collar?
As I'm sure you
Explosive gun. We all instead of cyanide teeth, we all get fucking those the gems. What's the necklace of fireball beads?
Yeah.
We get those made into teeth. Just crack it, blow our entire upper body away.
they will.
That's fucked.
That's a fucking baller way to not get captured. I'm gonna make that now. Thank you, Nate.
They also
you, look.
spit it out at someone as an attack.
Goes around the corner.
That's terrifying.
I would also suggest, if possible, if you do make it into the area in which my people are working, gather as much information as you can. We had unscrupulous plans last time, though I'm unable to tell you of them myself directly. It would be best if you knew. There is much that would need to be done.
Alright. So, I guess church plan? Or, well, first, Tiny Tot didn't church plan if things go alright.
Look, I'll pop down to the store, see if they have any dragon blood.
They won't.
You never know.
You can certainly try.
Raise an eyebrow a little bit. Billy, store. Yeah.
In the meantime, what sort of relief can we brew up for Alendril?
Would you assist me? As
Of course.
he goes to his kit, and if you want to roll with advantage, alchemy supplice.
Sure.
It's, I'll need to remind myself of the bonuses and all that, but it's not an established laboratory. It's an in-field field laboratory. Okay, very good. In which case, Alendril seems to be a little bit more stable, and though he's not properly lucid, his eyes do sort of occasionally open. He does mumble a bit under his breath.
Ooh.
His condition is certainly improved.
Start planning for the worst. It turns out easy when you don't get it.
I'll do what I can to help, but unless you have anything specific, all I can think to do is keep Mr. Mercanthor alive.
Just need to keep Styx alive long enough.
I can keep him relatively stable for, would hope, a week. Beyond that, I cannot say.
So which of these isles has the tiny tot?
Uldish. It's the only one that you'd be allowed to land on. Any ship that you could find would be allowed to land on.
Alright then.
Not going to be quite as tiny as he was when I left. Be maybe 100 or so. Young, not quite adult.
Still learning.
But still the youngest that I know of.
Yes. I'm gonna go get some extra supplies then. I don't want to be caught with my fucking face in the dirt again.
So what you guys today?
What's our what?
Plan.
I'm gonna go out and put my ear to the ground.
Alrighty. It sounds like dirt.
Yeah. A lot of probably takes the rest of the day until I can find somebody who who I think might be able to help me. But this is not far from where I grew up, so I'm sure I know most of the organizations here.
There's I'd say there's like a traders guild of halflings, and you did manage to find your way to the outside.
Halfling criminals. Yeah.
Yeah!
They're not criminals per se. They're legitimate traders, but they have a great breadth of. They are, to your knowledge, the people who, if anyone had dragon's blood, it would be them. Although you would be surprised if they had it. They are, quite well-renowned traders who ride the Great Marat, which are essentially what would happen if you crossed an elephant with a giraffe. I can. Did I? No, I don't have it here, but I think I can find that image and pop it up in Alendril's endeavor. But they are essentially the holy beast of the halflings, who were nomadic for a great deal of time, and some of them still maintain their nomadic lifestyle and act as quite good traders for their renowned personability. I don't know the word, my brain is not coming to me right now, but you have the idea. Hospitality, personability, that kind of thing. People like it. And so let's say you find a fellow, let's say a woman by the name of Gwyneth. She's sort of late middle-aged, maybe about 48-ish, and it's probably been about 5 or so years since you've seen her. And as you approach, you it takes you a second. She looks the same, but she takes a second to recognize you as you have grown a little bit in the last years, and sort of the warm smile of her wrinkled face turns towards you. Oh, little pup, it's been quite some time.
Good to see you too, Graneth.
What we're looking for today? Who are we hunting?
Unusual request is actually trying to get out of hunting something I don't want to.
Never
You
know.
know anything about anybody stealing some dragon blood from Nokra?
Oh, darling, that's not anyone alive. No.
You sure? Not even for an old friend? Not a rumor? Hair or hide? You know I love even the smallest little tip.
Okay.
I think there was this one dodgy fella, but
My specialty.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. I cannot throw him at all. He's not well known for the quality or true nature of his goods. He's a bit of a swindler most of the time. But I heard that he was selling some dragon's blood. I am skeptical as to whether it's the truth or not.
I'm more than happy to go and find out for you if you'd like to know what I find out. I'd be happy to do that too.
I mean, I'm always curious, but it's no skin off my back.
Just point me in the direction then.
Alright. I think he'll be down by the docks. He's an orcish fella. One tusk has been broken off. He's capped it off with gold there. He's I mean, you can't miss him. He's the kind of folk who wears his money on his sleeve.
Good to know. Name?
Right. Sorry. I need.
I'd say you're getting slow in your old age, but you look exactly the same.
Let's go with. No, I was about to say the fucking name of another character that I just wrote up, but no, it's not him.
Do it, say it, give it to us, spoil it for us. Tell
No.
me.
Let's go. Vakur.
Vakur.
Vekur. Vakur.
Vakur. Okay. Thank you very, very much. Your standard fee, and I pull out 5 gold.
Darling, I don't need anything right now. We're doing quite well enough, and if you're looking for dragon's blood, you're going to need everything you've got.
So I've been told. Before I do spend all my money, anything you want to show me?
I have a couple of things. What are you looking for? Is it for a friend? For more than a friend? For yourself? What are we?
Myself, or perhaps a companion. Somebody in the same business as me.
Alright, so something protective or harmful to others.
Or something to get out of a tight spot.
out of a tight spot, perhaps. I do have this. And she pulls out a silky-looking cloak. It's a fancy little thing. It's more of a once-a-day thing, but it can definitely be useful. And I also have a couple of phoenix charms.
Oh.
Do you recall them? I believe you wanted them for quite some time.
To
but-
get back up in a blaze of glory and kill all my enemies when they think I've died. Yes, my favorite.
Yes. See, I have 3 of those. And I also have the cloak, of course.
my hand stretches down towards the bag with the gemstones in it. I say, wait, I go, wait. She, what and what? Tell me about the cloak before I go buying everything that you've got.
So the cloak is a cloak of vanishing.
Oh,
It does require that you spend some time with it and let it bind to you. But should you be about to be harmed, you can disappear for about a moment and then reappear elsewhere. But the tricky thing is, you're also invisible when you reappear, so you don't reappear at all, appearing to others. You just poof. I believe it can take you around about 30 feet in distance.
that is a pretty thing.
But it is just the once a day. It's bloody good if you're fighting something that hits hard once. But other than that, it's of limited use. Still quite valuable. The Phoenix charms, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but just for me to practice my sales pitch.
I comically prop myself up on my chin with my chin and my elbow on something.
Should you find yourself on the verge of going down, this Phoenix charm, you can choose to use it or not, but if you do, it will give you just that last little bit to hang on by the skin of your teeth, create a massive explosion around you, and allow you to fly away just a little bit. About as far as you could probably walk in a couple of seconds. And of course, no one can hit you on the way because you're flying, you're fast. But it does only last, it disappears after that happens. I do have 3.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm interested in all 3. Your pitch is as good as ever. I don't know why you need to practice.
I mean, not too many folk are into monster hunting these days.
It's good for business.
Well, I am happy to help. I have a couple of other things, but I don't feel like they're your style. No offense, but you never seemed much for companionship.
Hurtful but true.
There's this thing helps you protect those close to you. But well, it requires an open display of binding. And I don't know if you're quite ready for that. And your heart has to be in it. So not literally. You don't have to take out your heart and put it in. No, it's a little thing. You put your thumb, little bit of blood. The other person pricks their thumb, little bit of blood. And then you guys are bound and you can protect each other.
table that one for now, but I am interested.
Alright.
What would these cost me?
Of Brotherhood or Michelle. I would say Phoenix Charms would go for about 100 each. The cloak, I'd say maybe 200-300.
Call it 500 for the lot.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I will pull out the 2 tourmaline, the jet, and the jade, and the garnet, and pass those over to her.
Alrighty, she will gladly take them. Whose fancy place did you have to raid to get this? Oh, don't tell me. Best not know.
Shark's house.
Lovely. Well, that was a bloody loaded shark now, wasn't it? Here you go. And she folds it up, wraps it up with a nice little bow and ribbon, and hands it off to you.
Sick. It's probably pretty late, so I will bid her farewell, make my way back to where everybody is, and let them know that I have a dubious lead, and that I bought this stuff, and that I want all of them to have it, and I'm not going to keep any for myself.
Alright, so 3 Phoenix Charms and a Cloak of Vanishing.
Bleh. Take.
Just to know who wants the Phoenix Charms, who wants the Cloak of Vanishing.
Both of them.
I don't want any of that.
Well,
I'll throw down for the
I'm gonna,
cloak.
I'm gonna tie this fucking phoenix thing to your wrist. Protect thyself.
Dave.
What you guys are for?
Yeah, and in case somebody gets by me, this makes sure that you don't die.
Are you about to say expire?
Well, I was gonna say explode, but it actually does make you explode, but only if you want to.
Oh,
It also doesn't hurt you.
Right, but, you know,
So that's all.
if I'm standing next to you, I'd hope you chose not to blow me up.
You're a hardy one. You can take it.
It's a just in case thing, and it's only good for one use anyway. So I want you to take it.
okay.
Jumps off a cliff and immediately detonates into the bus.
I just want to see if it works.
I look at Maltharn,
Hey.
I throw it at you, and then immediately turn away.
You fucking bitch.
The
Thank
charm.
The charm. He already grabbed the cloak.
Alright. Got
I'll
it.
go over to Shag. Look, this is the first step. We'll get you that protection. Shag.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He fell asleep.
Sleep. Jinx.
Pinch poke.
Brandon!
Brandon.
It's gone.
This is when I leave the call and call him on Discord, so it rings really loud in his ears.
Carlos.
There you go. Have your Phoenix Charm.
Oh.
Ooh. Ah.
I took away the image, but it's a phoenix feather that has just got like a little bit of gold on the tip of it, just to.
Give me
I like-
back my image.
I'll poke it through a bit in
actually
my
did
wizard
see
head.
the image a while ago.
Fuck.
I can look for it.
No, it's fine. I'm just being dumb. Wow, it's just a whole fireball. Nice.
Yeah, it's basically I believe it's reaction, fireball, relentless endurance, and momentary flight away.
like momentarily flat, fucking haste.
3 times. Wow.
Like rogue dash away. Yeah. He's good.
Oh.
I like it.
Well, if Brandon's not waking up, I'm keeping the last one.
Oh, sorry. That was. What I mean to say is that it was. No, sorry. No, that is correct. It is. Yes, sorry. 3 of them, and there are 3 uses. Sorry, my notes confuse me sometimes.
Hey.
Hmm.
Yes. What I originally said, there are 3 of them, and each have 3 uses. I have been slightly confusing. Apologies. And I haven't added the cloak as an item, but it's essentially as a reaction to taking damage. You don't take the damage, you cast Misty Step and then Invisibility, requiring no concentration.
Oh.
Yeah, I was not sure if you wanted that or if Shaq wanted that. So, but I knew it'd be good for one of ya.
Mm-hmm.
What have you all been doing while you've been in town? You help? Oh, you're helping with Alendril. Makes sense.
Taking some drugs, the usual.
Stuff.
Making sure to get plenty of supplies for our journey. Make sure we got ropes, fucking food, plenty of good weather clothing for it, depending on if the sea is continuing to be dead and crabby, which I assume it will be.
Thankfully, the large trade ships of the like that you're most likely to find passage on, they are generally quite well protected. But yeah, always good to be said.
Hell yeah.
Should we all have something that you like to do?
Hmm. I'd like to ask my friends, except for Xiaoqiu. Which spell should I work on next? I've got a Scroll of Remove Curse, Sending, and Astral Courier. I can only learn one of these.
You
Wait,
could potentially go and purchase some more supplies.
I am already in debt. I won't be doing that.
You could ask for your share of the loot.
Eh. Well,
I mean, these last 3, and I pull out the last gemstones are for everyone.
On man spending them on
Okay,
you.
well,
Spells have definitely been more than useful.
I currently owe a debt to both of you, so you can keep my share of that.
I don't have any. I don't fucking win.
Need to remember how spells work. Hang on.
As you guys are, I assume what you're in Alendril's room as you're discussing this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
over the top of his unconscious
Yeah,
body.
nearby.
And
Standing on his face.
Waiting on the door.
Drinker is attending to him, and as he hears you speaking about money, I believe the young master was intending to give you 1,000 each for recovering the lattice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Would you prefer I hold on to that, or have you use for it now?
Let's see.
For it. Sitting in my pocket.
I don't. Describing these will take some time.
I think I'll be spending a little bit of mine just to get some hardier armor, depending on where we're going and the shit we might be dealing with.
And he'll sort of produce 4 pouches, each with 100 platinum.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And this place usually has good spells. So if you're looking to expand your lists, then it may be worth looking.
Well, I'm gonna go check out some of the armorsmiths, see if I can't get some very needed upgrades.
That'll be it.
You know,
Sure, employer does not die.
hopefully he does not.
Okay. I give 20 platinum to Melthon and 19 to Billy. That was my debt.
Debt paid.
Yeah.
Billy's pocket
Okay,
gets
I
even
take my-
heavier.
I take my 1,000 from Alendril.
And while you guys go, I'm going to stay with stay here and do some spells.
Good on you. I'll keep it
I'll
short.
take this night to go get fucking drunk.
Competition? Nah, I don't want to waste a day.
I mean, if there's enough time left in the day, I'll go and fucking find this guy. But if we sailed and fought and got here all on the same day,
Yeah.
which day
It's
left?
probably time for a long rest.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't procure a breastplate or a magic breastplate at most.
Alrighty, breastplate. You have anything in particular you are looking for? What's your current breastplate, just for comparison? Is it the resilience?
I have the pufferfish armor.
Oh yes, the pufferfish armor. Do you have the breastplate of resilience? I think you had was your previous one. Is that correct?
I believe. Actually, hold on. Let me double check. I don't have that listed.
Or was that someone else's?
I think Shao gets the breastplate for resilience.
Okay. Alrighty. So you are looking for a breastplate, preferably magical.
Let's see if I double check.
Let me see if I have a special one of those. Wouldn't you? If not, then are you looking for anything in particular, or?
Anything on the flight of fancy.
Okay.
Kind of window shopping a little bit, but mainly sticking to the idea of breastplate.
Alright. In which case you are. I'd say you can find a magical armor smithy. And it is run by a dwarf such as yourself.
Oh, hell yeah.
A lady dwarf, of course. And as she's sort of working in the smithy, you see a couple of choice-looking pieces of armor. There's a full set of armor, including some boots, some van braces, and a full plate that could, you're sure, be reduced to a breastplate if you'd prefer.
Well, excuse me, miss. On the fine items here.
Well, thank you, kind sir. What pieces here have you your eye on? particularly.
Yep. Especially in my practice profession, I'm looking to keep a little quiet. I was looking at some of these fine breastplates here, and especially couldn't help but admire a fine woman like yourself being able to make such excellent crafts. I was wondering if,
Kindly.
I was curious of what else you had scribed on here, and because I'm looking in the market.
What's your preferred style of combat? You prefer quietness, yes, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
You're more dexterous range type of fighter?
That I am. Always hunting monsters. Gotta get a drop on them.
Yes, and well, can't say I've had the unpleasant experience myself, but I personally imagine it would be not a lovely time to be up in the maw of such a beast, so range is probably the best course of action. Well, I have this full plate here that I could downsize a little bit. It helps you knock stuff back some. Although that is more of a in the thick of it style. If you're looking to keep yourself fast, I've got some boots that help you build up momentum some. Keeps you going fast in a straight line.
Feel like I could definitely make good use of both of those already.
If you're looking for something just basic protective stuff, I've got a little bit of that. Do you have something in particular? Some dreams sent to you by the spirits of old, or you're just looking for whatever pops itself in front of your eyes?
In all honesty, that armor you presented with the nice pushback, I do get in the thick of it a few times. Feel like it'd be pretty handy. And those boots, that sound especially dazzling. Though, do have a little bit of money cap. I was trying to keep it kind of more like the 1600 range at max if I can.
Might be able to squeeze it in. Now, just as a note, this stuff, I built it to be sold as a set, but I wouldn't mind you coming back and getting the rest of it.
I would definitely be partial for buying it.
So, the boots here, it's so long as you're running in a straight line, it builds up your momentum, seeing, lets you go about twice as far as you normally would, but best make sure it's in a straight line, otherwise you might fumble. Otherwise, just don't activate them.
Right.
Also, of course, that being building up momentum, they'd make you quite good at jumping, decent distance, decent height, provided you've run up some. We've got the band braces that allow you to imbue your strikes with thunder the further you run towards a creature before you hit it.
Oh, now that's singing to me already.
And we have the main piece here. It's the armor itself. It lets you knock back creatures. Lets them knock back around about half the distance that you ran up to hit them, provided they aren't strong enough to stand the ground, of course. And altogether, each of these abilities is a little more magnified.
I can definitely see you are well versed in your enchantments. I've fallen in love with you practically.
Well, darling, if you ever decide to settle down, come back, maybe we can get to know each other some.
Malthorn Thunderfall at your service, miss.
Brigitte Hammerfist, good to know you.
No. I'd definitely be willing to part with all my platinum for these, for sure. I'd definitely be making good use of them. Already traversed quite a few areas of the world and dealt with some pretty nasty cave-dwelling creatures, you know, some of the sea and even many over the mountains themselves already.
Tell you what, seeing as it's the breastplate that carries most of the enchantment for the armor piece, the arms are more decorative and, I mean, protective, of course, but if I were to cut it down to size, you said you've got a budget of 1,600?
Yes, ma'am.
What you wearing on your chest right there now?
Certainly kept me a little safe there. There's a enchanted pufferfish studded leather.
Alright. Well, I'll do you a deal. I hope you'd be willing to part with your 1,600.
But of course.
And if you'd give me that armor as well, you can have the lot. Of course, I'll fit it out to be a breastplate rather than a big old clanky suit of plate. But on one condition.
That is
You take the armor off in front of me. I want to see what you're working with.
Very well then, ma'am.
And presuming you do so, she will hand you the armor as you hand her the gold and your previous armor.
Hell yeah. Not being bashful at all.
Yeah. And with a smile and sort of like a cheeky nose, you know, that little nose scrunch, and a wink, she sends you on your way with the Boots of Momentum,
Ooh.
the Van Braces of Impact, and the Charger's Mail, which altogether compose the Armor of the Unrelenting.
Oh.
Which I'll just copy and paste that whole thing from a document for you.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. I was literally talking about set bonuses not long ago with Luke. Oh my fucking god. Oh,
Nice.
you struck such a good fucking chord in my heart, dude. Oh, I've missed set bonuses for so long.
What set bonuses were we talking about?
I was talking back in the day in 4th edition when they had a lot of armors that had multiple sets
Oh,
of
yeah.
weapons.
There we go.
Oh, like with the, they've got one of those in 5th edition. It's the thrower, right?
Thrower and the
Vulcan
Lord's
thrower.
armor.
Oh, yeah.
So the it says plate. That's just because that's what it was. It will be breastplate for you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you should be able to see it there. I'll just show it to you.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm gonna chuck it into magic items, and because it's composed together, it's technically legendary.
Oh.
So I hope you like it.
Oh, fucking love it.
And I know it's 3 items, and each requires attunement, but when they're combined, they only take 1 slot.
Oh.
That's so fucking baller. Oh my god.
I figure we're getting kind of close to the end of the campaign. I'll give you some weird, fun shit.
come fucking thundering in with the captain's cutlass as well. Oh. I fucking love that.
Righty. Did we have anything else we wanted to get done?
If we're spending the night, ask his Hammerfist out for the fucking evening.
Oh.
Sorry, I dozed off, guys.
You good, man? We figured it out.
Oh, hey, mate.
It happens.
He's alive.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
It's good.
You're
It's
good.
good.
But yeah, why don't you just roll me a persuasion check for me?
Okay.
It's not a super high DC. No, not you.
I will do my best.
Believe in you.
Come on. Hey.
All right. In which case, she accepts. The night goes well. And should you so wish, you do get a kiss. But she's a little. She's not going to give you everything.
Oh,
She
yeah.
made it quite clear that she's in it for the long haul, provided you come back.
Woman after my own heart. Business is first, and then love after. Oh.
There you go.
Altharn is smitten.
Righty. And Yoko, you didn't want to bother going around looking for any more spells, did you?
Nope, I need to learn the spells I actually have at some point.
Alright. Noted.
So for every 6 hours of study, I can try to learn one. Oh yeah, so I figured I can learn 2 of the 3 scrolls I have. Which ones should I do?
What's the ones you have, I suppose? Also,
Let's
that
go
would be a
sending-
question for your other party members.
Astral Courier. Yeah, what do you guys think?
Remove
one
curse would be really good. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. With us going into
Curse
undead
land.
necromancy land.
Bitch land, more like.
Oh!
Also, on that note, I shall remind the Blood Hunter and the, the would have been Blood Hunter as well, that you do have something called Curse-Bane Elixir as a recipe that you may wish to prepare, essentially.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good idea.
And depending on what path you wish to follow, you may wish to procure some resistances of some kind.
What kind of damage do priests do?
What do you think?
Radiant.
Radiance.
Or
Slashing.
necromantic, probably.
Hmm.
Necrotic.
Probably crunchy with a little bit of umami.
Are we talking like salted caramel and milk chocolate, or?
I think it's more like black licorice.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feels more accurate.
But like really strong.
This is when I make the horrific choice and say Billy likes that shit.
My God, the other right, you're a
like,
blood hunter.
God, what's the fucking herb that's not... Is it star anise? I think it's star anise.
The one that's awful.
Yeah.
Durian.
Yeah.
I mean, don't eat it on its own.
Durians aren't that bad.
Durians aren't that bad.
They are that bad in smell.
Durians are literally poison and don't starve.
I've tried durian. It's not for me.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Link
I've
likes
tried
so
it.
It's okay for me.
The taste
Twink
is
tested.
okay. the taste is okay, but the smell made me almost vomit it.
Hmm.
So I left it for my Vietnamese flatmates when I was there.
Hell yeah. I appreciate that most hotels where they know durian exists has it illegal to have durian in their hotel.
Forbidden fruit.
Do you imagine how bad the smell of the rind would be after sitting there for a day after someone eats a durian in their hotel room?
I feel like it wouldn't actually get worse.
Can't get worse.
Probably would be air conditioned. I'm thinking of just heat.
Yeah, that might do it. I feel like the intensity of the smell of durian would actually decrease as it decomposes.
I'd believe that. This time.
Like I have nothing to base this on. It's just my gut feeling that would be what happens. It's quite potent, and I feel like if it was to decompose, it would lose some of that.
That pungency.
Are you punching?
Damn right.
But yeah, Yoko, you had some. So you guys decided, what? Remove curse and what was the other one?
What's Astral Courier do? It sends like an
It's
actual letter.
It's basically sending, but it sends an item instead of words.
How big?
Up to a foot across.
Oh, I had to go through a little silver loop.
So 6
Which is-
inches, sorry.
Yeah, it's
So it can't be like a fucking huge
Yeah, it's
box or anything.
6 inch. Now, in
How many
theory,
MacGuffins in this game are that big?
in theory, Astral Courier kind of works like sending, in that I can just send them a letter with a bunch of stuff, but they couldn't reply.
But you could also basically ignore the word limit and
Yeah,
also send like some gold or something.
so it's better, but no reply.
Which is why it's the same link.
Hmm.
What if you send that to somebody who has sending?
Oh.
Yeah,
I-
they could
I
talk
mean-
to you about it.
How many people do we know that can do that?
I imagine Alendril has sending, right?
Yeah, but he's right here.
When he's not laid the fuck up.
Well, I assume we'll save his life.
Hopefully.
Maybe maybe.
It is weak.
Yeah. Because Brinker could do that too, probably.
They could probably
got
do
magic.
something, yeah.
Well, if he's gonna stay here and we're gonna go there, that actually
In
might.
fact, as
be
an
better.
ex-spy, you'd be surprised if he didn't have it.
That's so. Wait, he could just stay here and then we could just literally fucking warp deliver it to him straight away.
Oh, we could. Yeah. There's a tiny chance that it is destroyed in the process. Like,
Oh, good.
it just falls out into the astral sea, but it's fine.
So we.
Yeah, basically the way Astral Courier works, because I'm a bit of a pranksy bastard, is I wanted to make it so that you actually have a reason to go to places in person with stuff. So it's like a panic button. So basically, you send it through the astral sea. That's what it calls Astral Courier. But because it has to travel through the astral sea, you might get some gift bastards who nab your shit.
Fair.
What's the
Um,
chance?
It's 5%, I think.
Yeah.
And for each level that it's cast up, you reduce the chance by 2%.
Oh, so I could make that 3% then.
Yes. Although the chance increases to, I think, 20% if it's between planes.
I'm probably not going to do that.
But yeah, like you're
This is
not...
the warning that we're going to another plane.
No, I just made that a thing because interplanar shit works weird.
What
I'm
if you're
getting my
in the
belt
astral
of
sea?
fire immunity.
Sorry.
What if you're in the astral sea when you cast the spell?
Then I guess you just throw it.
You fold into a paper airplane, you whip it as hard as you can.
Yeah, you whip it real good.
I turn myself into
Nice.
a mouse and go with the vial to the other side.
Oh, bro.
You could only be a mouse if you're a mouse corpse.
It's true. It's true. I need someone to true polymorph and stomp on me, and then to have true resurrection running on the other side. Or just revivify, I guess. And that's the point where the gift steals it and just throws the dead mouse out back out into the ocean.
But yeah, the teensy chance that something steals your shit in postage, because, you know, UPS.
Saving all of our
Reasonable.
party inspirations for that
Or
moment.
APS,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Alright, I think I'll learn that one, because it's the new fun spell.
I have a bunch of new fun spells. That's why I was asking you about whether you want to go and get some more.
Right. Nah, I'm good. How many hours do I get to study?
Y'all can have like a day until they get your shit sorted.
I gotta go talk to motherfucker darn
So can I do both of them then?
Orc.
Can I do
Hell yeah.
both of them?
Get them orcs.
Sorry, I just need to take a second. My throat's not happy about doing the Franco voice.
Oh, that's fair. That's
Fair.
a rough voice.
I don't know why I make characters with rough voices. It's bad for my throat, but I do it anyway.
Because they're fun.
The sacrifices I make.
Today I learned Sam is a masochist.
No. I just don't value my own health.
I don't value my throat.
Isn't that also a masochist?
No, a masochist enjoys the pain. I'm just indifferent.
This is true. Passive.
Yeah. So I guess you could say I'm halfway to being a masochist. Luigi.
Need to carry around more ropes. More ropes!
More.
Give me more! Just come around the corner, Maltharn's rolling down the hill, just bundled up in a row.
Turn yourself into like a rubber band ball, but with rope.
Exactly. It's holding the captain's cutlass and they just wiggle it and it just unravels from me and attacks everyone.
You just like become Doc Ock.
Doc Ock Malthorn. Oh my god, what is he doing?
It's fun shit. They're not like super useful as far as combat, but they're pretty good utility. And they can be good for like a little bit of combat. They're just not super tough.
Oh yeah, they're good distractions.
Yeah. And they can tie people up and just like do stuff for you. Gosh, sorry folks, I am a little tired and I have some stuff prepped, but I don't want to not do you guys justice.
That's fair.
That's fair.
It's been a long night already, man.
Yeah.
I passed out on you guys. I'm sorry.
True.
It's
I
okay.
can tell you about some fun spells and stuff, and you guys could roleplay or whatever. I don't know.
My
Yeah.
one question is what's up with this gold tusked orc? Is
it-
there
It's some shady guy who's like selling, who's known for selling not good stuff, but maybe he has some good stuff. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, for a second there, I
That's-
thought somebody had like gold-plated my test while I was passed
Gold
out.
plated your
No,
tusks while you were asleep.
there's some shady orc salesman who has like a gold cap to one of his tusks.
Can we kill him and I can steal his gold caps?
It might be the wrong size, but I suppose you could try.
Nah, just kidding.
You can have it refitted.
I would like to talk to him if we are winding down then. If you don't have that prepped though, that is fine.
I feel like perhaps leave that for now. I could make it quick, but then it would be uninteresting.
I mean, if he doesn't have the stuff, he
wanna
doesn't
do
have
it-
the stuff.
I want to do it justice.
Carp.
Yeah.
I need somebody who's good at talking to come with me.
On my way.
Yeah.
Oh, I said someone good.
I made up a new spell, by the way. If y'all want to hear about that. I
Would you
made
make
up a
another
new-
one?
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I've made a few, but the one that I've made most recently, is called Void Sight. It's 3rd level. It's transmutation. Basically, it gives you the Devil Sight Eldritch Invocation, but also gives you like light sensitivity, like bright light sensitivity.
It's like Dark Vision Plus.
Yeah. But also the Devil Sight thing is actually different to Dark Vision because it lets you see normally, which I take to mean as though it were bright light.
Oh, like in color and stuff.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
color vision.
And it lasts 8 hours.
God damn.
And you can cast on an additional person for each level above 3rd.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, it's cool for like, underdog shenanigans.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like to roll insight against Melthor?
What? Is it so hard to believe that I've been able to charm a fine lass?
Yes.
What?
I think I mentioned Flash.
Especially because
Gordon.
I've known you the entire time you've not been horrific.
I think I've mentioned Flash Ward previously as well. Have I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Shield, but temp HP is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I lived like that for a long time doesn't mean I don't have my charm.
Attaboy, I'm so proud of you.
I'm giving a dubious look to Yukio. Yukio, who? Yoko.
Yo.
I watched The Wolverine earlier today. There's a character in it named Yukio. My apologies.
Oh, I remember that. Hey, Yokio.
No, that's
Deadpool.
I think it's Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I'm sorry. I'm
It
tired.
is the same name though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. She's delightful though, and that's that one.
I will say, like, even though you don't believe me, Billy, Malthard's wearing new braces, armors, and, and
Oh,
boots. He's all decked out.
Yeah, what's
Oh,
all this?
did we get
look-
the metal converted?
No, we haven't done any of that.
Yeah,
He
no.
bought
Okay.
a bunch of shit.
You bought that stuff, okay.
Yes.
How long were they out? I'm sorry, guys.
Wait, how come you get 4 fucking things of it that require?
Well,
Which one's
it turns into one thing.
Oh
If he,
Jesus!
if he wears them all at the same time, it's one thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
and it is legendary.
Goodness.
That's what happens when you're a gentleman.
Shame I can't be a gentleman.
That's
Take
true.
back the-
But you're a fine young
thing.
lady.
Exactly.
I'm sure you could charm someone pretty easily.
Mm. Go and get that spell.
But I'm not
Wouldn't
talking
be
about
too-
magic. Just natural looks, young lady.
Nah, magic is easier.
What the?
You. I mean, I have seen many a noble in Renor Coast using magic to charm the pants off of others, literally. I don't recommend it, though. It's very dubious and quite disgusting. But I do see them
Basically,
do it.
okay.
I question things that you guys do.
I don't do it. I've seen them do that there.
It's just
Like I said, they got problems.
It was mostly visiting elvish dignitaries that did that. But did that.
Classic elves.
Hope y'all had a good session.
hell.
Oh,
That was
thank you
great.
for running.
Getting so slightly.
It was a blast. I'm happy that I finally got to use my class feature properly, and I completely forgot about my racial again.
Of course.
Well, we got another thing that does that also for everybody else, so maybe we'll be able to help remind you.
You
Yeah.
sure you're a half orc?
Now I'm a full orc, man.
A full orc. Are you
Full
sure?
orc.
Sure.
Are you sure you're not just like a human with really bad dental?
Nah,
Damn.
I mean epic dental. Also, I'm just really
bird.
tired today. It's been
Good.
good. It's been a really long week.
Hey Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Sam.
Yeah.
Do we level up?
Oh.
Let me check my notes. You might.
Oh. Oh.
Monk brain, neuron activated.
Everyone just starts whipping papers across.
Everybody just start yelling level up. Everybody just start doing it right now.
Level up.
Level up, level up, level up, level up.
Don't cave. We don't deserve this.
Sam, you converted us all to different forms of ape. We're all baboons now. It's...
Where's our typewriters?
How close are you to next level?
A little bit over halfway.
Yeah.
Over halfway.
No,
I'm
we're
gonna
we're
say-
exactly at halfway. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna say you are another quarter of the way there.
Hell yeah.
Fuck. Okay,
Still a
Hell yeah.
quarter. I'll take it.
still a quarter. All right, so we're at what, like 30,000, 31,000.
31K.
We're doing good.
Sadly, closes the character feats tab that I have open.
Right.
Don't worry.
Don't apologize, man. I'm just beaming.
We'll get the feet
Now,
soon.
what will make me sad is if Josh turns me down for Elden Ring.
I have a little bit of time.
Un poquito.
He's gotta study for his exam.
I do.
Oh, that's true. You should actually do that. I wouldn't want to take that away from you.
I've been doing good. I've been studying for my license. I haven't been online at all pretty much all week.
It's true.
Stuff.
Then Sam, or not Sam. wrong name of going by who's here. No, Alex hit me up and was like, because I sent like 2 TikToks just before shutting my eyes at like 1 a.m. and she's like, "You want to play Elden Ring?" I'm like, I'm in bed. I'm going to sleep. I'm sorry.
So funny. She told me about that.
Oh my fucking god! I was laughing. I'm like, I've never opened TikTok unless like I'm laying in bed or about to go the fuck to bed or something. You know, something usually away from the PC. Oh my god. Ended up talking about art and stuff like that till like 1:30 in the morning. Or no, it was 2 a.m. actually. Shit was hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Told her how I'm gonna probably start selling some Warhammer minis and stuff on Etsy, so be figuring that one out. Also, just because it'd be cool as shit to paint Warhammer and D&D minis and sell those. Extra little bit on the side.
Good shit.
Bless you.
Yes, okay.
I'm just gonna roll for my spells. Do my Arcana checks.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
So I assume I have Titan for them. Remove curse. Success. Astral Courier.
God damn.
Very success.
When you're I personally, when you have the scrolls, if you're not under time pressure, I just let you do it.
Okay.
You don't go roll. I don't want to fuck you over that much.
We're kinda under time pressure. We're like going places.
Yeah, but we're gonna be on a boat.
Don't worry about it.
I'm on a boat.
Fine. Got
Motherfucker.
it anyway. Hey, I can remove your curse of lycanthropy, right?
No,
That
you cannot.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm not sure you could.
You actually cannot.
Imagine.
Like, they tried.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
Billy
usually only.
was born with it.
True.
All
It
right.
is not Maybelline, in fact.
Lords and ladies of the internet, I will bid you good night. I'm gonna say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Sweet dreams to all those who are going to bed. Good morning to those who are starting their day. Have a good day overall to those who are still going on and partying all the way. Till next time.